Good afternoon and welcome. Dan and Mich have come here today to make public their love for each other, to declare their choice to live, partner, and grow together. With this ceremony and their vows to one another, Dan and Mich declare their mission as a couple. They thank all of you for coming to bear witness to this ceremony and becoming a part of their love story. Marriage is called many things: an institution, a sacrament, a legally binding ceremony, a rite. I look at marriage as a passion. Long ago, the word passion meant kind of the same thing as destiny. It was thought that the soul chose its passion before it arrived, and that through life, your passion would pull you to your true self, your destiny. Marriage is like that. That small voice in your heart that tells you that there is one out there that is right for you. A passion, a destined coupling. It's that feeling that allows us to move on after struggles. The idea that there is a truth in love, and that truth is waiting to be revealed. When you find it, you are married. In that moment when passion meets passion and love of equal force touches reality, you are married. There is such joy in that moment, such divine chemistry, that it deserves a parade, a celebration, a marking of the changing of things. And that's what today is, a chance for Dan and Mich to bring the people who matter most in their lives to their side and celebrate what they have, a passionate marriage. And we are the lucky ones who get to bear witness to this miraculous moment when the right and destined thing happens. Every love story has a message, a lesson that it teaches all who witness it. This love story teaches us that no matter what, love finds a way. When we look at our world, we can see the way love finds its way into the darkest moment of our history and the brightest moments of our lives. Love finds its way. In Dan and Mich's lives, love defied time, convention, and distance. The passion that these two have for one another connected continents and refused to be separated by an ocean. Love found its way. Dan and Mich started as friends. Together, they have so many wonderful friends. Those who are standing up for them today represent those relationships. Our best man and bridesmaid represent all of us. They are traditionally called the witnesses, each side representing a facet of the individual lives that are now joining into a family. They are a testament to the families Dan and Mich come from and a promise of the integrity of the family they will be. Our reading, selected by Dan and Mich, helps us to share their view on love and what this day means.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed. You have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in the car or over a meal or during a long walk, all of those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks on webcam that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All of those common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to take are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I mean it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. An acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, even teacher. for you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife."
This is my husband. This is my wife. Those words do change everything. It's more than just a new label, a new social security card. It's a new phase of life that alters your perception and heightens your understanding. It is a magical label. It has the power to enhance your status while never taking away your individual nature. Marriage is a dance. Two people choosing to share the adventure of life with their best friend, their partner, their husband, their wife. The key word is share. Getting to know Dan and Mich, I've come to understand what that word means to them. They have both given so much of themselves to get here. Sacrificed time, travel, time zones, and sleep in order to build a strong foundation that respects the nature of their individual passion. That is rare, but that is the way it is supposed to be. Talking to one about the other, you get a sense of how they protect each other and respect each other. They have cultivated the skills necessary to live life as a couple. They know how to love, they know how to adapt, they know how to argue, and they know how to forgive. These are the essential ingredients for a marriage: respect, patience, and the ability to be tender. They have this. It is a part of who they are. They are proof that love finds its way. They started as friends, but love knew better. And as right things do, the moment came. The right time came for Dan and Mich to open up and experience the love they had for one another with trust. Long-distance relationships are tough. There's a constant separation, the physical distance, the restless hours before communication. The ones that last are the ones that focus, not on the distance, but on the closeness. Not on the missing of time, but the having. Not on separation, but connection. That is what they did. With the help of a webcam, they closed the gap. They built a solid and loving partnership that has brought them here today.
In the ancient Greek, the word vow means the same as prayer. In ancient Sanskrit, it meant the sacrificer. In our vocabulary, we understand it as to promise solemnly, to make a solemn resolution, to declare emphatically and earnestly and sacredly. The vows made today became sacred to Dan and Mich. They will become additional bricks in this foundation of their marriage. And because the idea of taking this vow is so personal and intimate, they have decided to compose their vows themselves. And now we're going to do rock, paper, and scissors to see who goes first. Mish, you have heard your groom's vows to you. Do you accept Dan to be your lawfully wedded husband? And Dan, you have heard your bride's vows to you. Do you accept her to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Love expresses in so many ways. Today, in addition to these vows, Mich and Dan chose to express their love with gifts. A ring for each other to wear as a reminder of their vows. An outward promise that says to the world what their vows expressed. They serve as a reminder that no matter where on earth or beyond one of them, their promise, their love, and their presence will always be felt and true. May we have the rings, please? A ring is a symbol of the universe, a constant reminder of the never-ending nature of our energy. They have no beginning, yet they were created. They have no end, yet they are complete. So too is your love, your promise, and your vows. For you loved before birth. You promised before today, and your vows will be constant through the right actions of your life. May these rings be a symbol of this day, the promises made, and the family created by this special ceremony.
Now I ask you, Dan, please take this ring and place it on the fourth finger of her left hand and repeat after me. This ring I give you is my personal gift, my personal promise of love and friendship and commitment. It is a symbol of the trust we have together and the beauty and strength we will find in each other. May my heart be your shelter and my arms be your home. I ask you, take this ring, place it on the fourth finger of Dan's left hand, and repeat after me. This ring I give you is my personal gift, my personal promise of love and friendship and commitment. It is a symbol of the trust we have together and the beauty and strength we will find in each other. May my heart be your shelter and my arms be your home. Let it be known on Sunday, the 17th of April, 2011, in the presence of these friends and family of Mich and Dan, that they have joined their lives in sacred matrimony, and what the force of love has brought together, nothing can tear asunder. It is with great honor and by the power entrusted to me by the state of New York that I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go forth now to celebrate this wonderful day. But first, allow me the honor of introducing to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Michelle Conway.